This is Rob Reiner at the Women's March this weekend.
We were all here a year ago for many different reasons. But one of the unifying reasons was we were scared. We were scared of who was going to enter the White House. A year has gone by, and he has corroborated every one of our fears. And we cannot whitewash this anymore. We have a racist in the White House. We have a sexist in the White House. We have a pathological liar in the White House. And he is tearing away at the fabric of our democracy. And when we all came together last time, we had the power. And it's the women.
Okay, stop. Do you remember 8/28? Do you remember going to Washington? Do you remember this time? And do you remember that the media was looking for signs? They were looking for anything. They needed a sign that said Barack Obama is a Marxist. They needed it. Barack Obama is a liar. We want our government back, because that was proof. You were out of control, nuts. You were a revolutionary. You were anti-government, and you were a racist. They're just fear-mongering. And what happened? We gathered, and the press didn't even notice. They still tried to make it about something else. Not once did they say, wow, maybe there's something else happening here. Maybe this is about something bigger than just Barack Obama. Nope, they could not do it. Imagine had I given that exact speech on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Imagine if I said half of those things on that day. What would have happened to me? They are so certain that they are right. They lack all self-reflection. I'm going to give you a little montage here, because I learned a lesson. You cannot think out loud. You can't question. You can't look at somebody's record of life. You can't look at their words. Well, that's just the way white people will do you. You can't look at their books. Well, my grandmother had it bred into her to fear black people. You can't look at the record of where they went to church, Jeremiah Wright. And you can't look at what they're doing. The police acted stupidly. And say, you know what? I think this guy has a problem with race. You can't do that. You're a racist if you ask, is the president racist? Does the president have some racist tendencies? Is the president misinformed? Is the president out of step with regular America? Oh my gosh, what's regular America? How dare you? You mean white America, don't you? You're a racist. That's exactly what happened. God forbid you do that. Or is it suddenly okay?
I'm not saying that he doesn't like white people. I'm saying he has a problem. This guy is, I believe, a racist.
Glenn Beck in the news.
How is it possible that this guy can sit on national television and call the president of the United States a racist?
This president sees everything through a racial prism and may even have his own racist beliefs.
I wish we would just stop this. Glenn Beck and people like that need to stop
the
this.
notion that Donald Trump reinforces his animus, his racially driven animus, his racism, that he demonstrates it over and over again from the Oval Office.
You know, throwing out the R word, the racist word, and some other words are conversation stoppers. We're never going to get past the point where the Glenn Becks of the world will just hurl that out at people.
What more do we need to see or hear from this racist man? Not only is he racist, he is an embarrassment.
These are the birthers. Yes. This is the narrative. They want the man to fail, yes. And now they're labeling, hey, he's a racist.
It doesn't make what he said any less ignorant or any less racist. Not racial, not racially charged, racist.
As long as Glenn Beck is out there calling the president a racist or anyone else a racist, we're never going to get past this point of constantly reacting to racial flare-ups.
Do you think President Trump is a racist?
I think he is a racist.
I see it with both Glenn Beck and with Rush Limbaugh. These guys with really suspect racial feelings and perceptions are projecting their own hate and their own divisiveness.
And it's the same sentiment, Chris, and it's something that virtually everyone recognized right away. It is racism.
It's such a blunt object of racism. When you say racism, it's a big charge.
Oh, it's a huge. I find it awful. I think you have to be very careful.
And then
with
secondly, there's the racial angle. I don't think there's any getting away from the color of people from Norway as opposed to people coming from Haiti, Africa.
I think a lot of that is simple grandstanding, making outrageous statements, provocateur.
Refuse to show any moral courage when it comes to standing up to the racist comments made by the President of the United States.
I can't even believe it, first of all. Glenn Beck owes the President an apology. He owes the American people an apology.
We take this additional, very clear racist thing. He's an evil man.
This is an insult to our democracy, our way of life.
We have to start calling things what they are. We have to stop asking if this person is a racist because the evidence is there. He is.
I hate giving someone who says something like that any more attention. Outrageous is one way of putting it. I would say irresponsible.
If you put Haiti next to Norway, it's Donnie said, as a black and white issue, the way the president laid it out yesterday.
If someone on the left had called George Bush a racist on TV, would we be throwing our hands up? Would we be so outraged?
Yes.
Would we demand an apology?
Yes.
We would?
I would. Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I would. Sure.
Yes.